This bone meal farm is stupidly efficient. Minecraft Bedrock recently had the 1.18.31 update in which zero-tick kelp farms were once again possible, so I did the only logical thing and made a bone meal farm. Mojang will probably patch this in the next update, so you're going to want to build this as soon as possible. And the first thing I'm going to have you guys do is go down into the description and download the Chunk Visualizer add-on, and this is going to make the process so much simpler for building this farm because we need to use chunk borders. You do not, however, need the add-on. It's just going to make it a lot simpler. You can use your coordinates and divide by 16 or use something like chunk base. However, this is just going to make it so much easier. For those of you who watched my last tutorial, just stick with me. The beginning of this tutorial is going to be very similar to the last one. However, you should still follow along because it is slightly different. All right, with all of that out of the way, the first thing you want to do is go to the bottom left-hand corner of your chunk and break this block right here, as well as this block. You want to set down a redstone torch on this block right here, and you want to set down a redstone dust in this hole. You're going to grab a redstone repeater now and point it in the direction of this redstone dust. Then you're going to place a block on the dust and a block on top of the redstone torch. If you did everything properly, you're going to see that there's a clock now, and all you want to do is set down a lever and turn on this lever, and then it is going to stop the clock. Then what you can do is place down 8 sticky pistons, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, just like so. Come back over here and grab your redstone dust, and all you're going to do is power every single one of these pistons, just like so. Now what you want to do is stand on the piston faces, and you're going to break all of the blocks underneath of these pistons, just like this, and you're going to go through all of them. So it should now look like this, and that way what it's going to happen is the sand is going to be tricked into falling, and that's actually how the farm works. So you're going to grab your sand now, and you're going to place sand in front of all of these pistons, just like so, and jump up here and place down another set of sand. So we're going to have 2 sets of sand, just like this. Now what we want to do is we want to come over here and set down a row of blocks, another row of blocks, and then we want to set down pistons on this next level, just like this. So this is what the farm should now look like, and we are going to move on to the collection system. The next thing you want to do is break these 2 blocks right here next to the lever and set down a double chest. Then you want to break these 8 blocks next to these sand blocks, and we're going to make a giant hopper line running from this double chest into one another, just like so. And this is how we're going to get all of the bone meal over to the storage system. Then you're going to grab your composters and place down your composters on top of all of these hoppers, just like so. Then you want to grab your hoppers and place your hoppers running into all of your composters. So just directly into them, like so, all the way across. And then do the same thing, your hoppers running into hoppers, just like this. So this is what the farm should now look like, and all of the kelp is going to go into these hoppers, which go into these hoppers, which go into the composters, which then get converted to bone meal and end up in our chest. I know me saying composters just annoyed a lot of you, and I absolutely love it. I can't wait to read the comment section, and just one more time for good measure, composter. It is now time to become Bob the Builder, and you're going to grab your blocks and place down 4 blocks above this repeater. You're going to come across here, and you're going to place 5 blocks up, just like so. Place blocks on every single one of these pistons all the way across. And then you're going to build up by 5 right here, and up by 4 right here to create this shape, and it should look like this. Grab some blocks now, and just run blocks all the way across the hopper line right here. Grab your glass panes and just place glass panes on top of all of these hoppers and on top of all of these glass panes. So it should look like this now. This is what the farm should look like. On the opposite side of our storage system on this back piston, you want to set down a redstone torch with a block above it, and then set down another redstone torch on that block with a block above that torch. Place down another redstone torch on the back of that block, and then place down one final block above that redstone torch. So this is what it should look like. And now what you want to do is come on the back here, and you're just going to run blocks all the way across these pistons, and then set down 2 blocks right here. Now grab your redstone dust, and we're just going to cover this thing in redstone dust, so you should have 2 lines of redstone, and it should look like this. Go ahead and grab your trapdoors now, and what you're going to do is on all of these open spaces, you just want to set down a trapdoor on this back wall. So it should look like this now, and what you want to do is open up every single one of these trapdoors. just like this. Nice and simple. The last and final step is actually putting in your kelp. So you're going to shift click and you're just going to place water on top of all of these trapdoors. So you're just going to waterlog every single one of these. And then you're going to grab your kelp and place down a kelp on each of these sand blocks, just like so. All right, now for the moment of truth, everything is finished. The farm is completely done. All we have to do is turn on the farm just like so. And there we go. We have got 0-tick kelp. All of this kelp is getting turned into bone meal in these composters. And if we come in here, we can see it is already making bone meal. So it is actually going insanely fast. And this thing makes so much bone meal. It is absolutely crazy. We've already got 9, 10. It's going to ramp up and is going to make so much bone meal. So you're going to want to use this thing as much as possible. All right, as I said earlier in this tutorial, Mojang is probably going to try and patch this in the next update. So make sure to build this as soon as possible and make sure to use it as much as possible because this thing is absolutely crazy and so much better than any normal bone meal farm. 0-ticking bone meal is just the way to go. The other thing is that you could ramp this up and build like 16 of these modules and get even more bone meal and put it into a massive storage system. I know someone in my last video said that they were going to do that, so that would be absolutely insane. And, you know, if you need bone meal, I recommend doing that. All right, that's going to do it for today's video, though. My name is 1UpMC. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing and leaving a like, and I will catch you guys in the next one.